Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Well, our next guest may have unlocked the secrets to the universe and human experience. So interesting. He's the man behind the Resilience Project, which has seen him work with the NRL, the Australian cricket team, the Australian women's cricket team, the soccer teams, the Gillaroos, the AFL. It's about learning positive mental health strategies to become happier and more resilient, and don't we need that? His name is Hugh Cuylenburg, and he joins us now. Hello, Hugh.
Hugh!
Morning, guys. How you going? Just before we kick off, just to let you know, I'm doing this in the car. I've got 3 kids under the age of 6, and I thought I was going to do this inside, but this is like a scene from Jurassic Park at the moment. All 3 of them are trying to get in.
Well, so this resilience is going to be tested anytime soon. You know, Hugh, I'm going to ask a question. Are we less resilient now than we used to be?
Oh, what a great question. I don't know. I feel like, I tell you what I know has changed. I feel like a lot of people now feel like, when I've been doing these talks for over a decade, and I'm used to people taking notes at certain parts throughout my talks, but I feel now post-COVID, well, post the lockdowns anyway, I feel like people take notes the whole time, and they're going, hang on, stop, say that bit again. Like, I feel like we're all desperate for information on how we can cope better in a challenging time. So I think a lot of us didn't really have a reference point. Well, some of us didn't have a reference point for what a really challenging time looks like. We all have one now. And I think that sort of all got us to sort of stop and try and take note of what we can do better in order to cope.
Well, how do you practically teach someone resilience? How do you go about it?
Yeah, that's been my job for quite a while now. The best research I've ever seen on the topic of resilience is by a lady called Barbara Fredrickson in New York, and she discovered that there was the most common characteristic, the most common personality characteristic amongst resilient people, there was one thing they had in common, and it was positivity or positive emotion, the ability to experience positive emotion. So that's not the same when something goes wrong, we kind of bury our head in the sand and pretend it's not happening. It's just that we still look for reasons to smile, we still look for reasons to laugh, and we still involve ourselves in activities that we know will bring us joy. So, for example, at the Resilience Project, we try and teach 3 things: gratitude, empathy, and mindfulness, because you can practice those 3 things. And when you practice those 3 things, what happens is you cultivate positive emotion, and that makes you more resilient.
So I get gratitude, I get empathy. What is mindfulness?
Yeah, it's a bit of a buzzword, and I think some people find it annoying, so I'll try and explain it in a non-annoying way for you both. So mindfulness is the ability. For me, it's just, everyone's got their own definition of it, but for me, it's the ability to just be wherever you are. And we're so bad at that these days. We're constantly being pulled in a million different directions. And even if we're with someone, a lot of the time we're not really there. Even when we're with our kids, our phone's in our pocket and it vibrates. And even if we don't check it, our attention's going from our kids to who would that be, what would that be about? I think I'll check it in a couple minutes. No, I'll check it now. I'll just check it now quickly. It'll be fine. It'll take me 3 seconds to check it. So mindfulness is the ability to just be wherever you are.
In the moment.
As simple as that. Yeah, it's simply to be present.
Have you found tangible results? If you're working with a football team, for example, and you put them through this regime, can you see their performance change?
I do love all the sports stuff I do, but I have to be honest, my biggest passion is school kids. We work with, we got 420,000 kids around Australia doing our curriculum every single day, and that's where we have some really incredible tangible results. So Adelaide University 3 years ago went, hang on, what's this program? We're going to check if this actually works, which made me incredibly nervous because it was like 10 years of my life. And what they did was they got, through the years 2020, 2021, 2022, they've got 80,000 kids around Australia doing our program, and they compared it to 80,000 kids around Australia not doing our program. And I think it won't surprise anyone to learn that during COVID, for the kids not doing our program, for any, if your average child, depression, anxiety went through the roof, and feelings of hope and life satisfaction went down. The thing that brought me to be honest, it made me cry. I couldn't believe it. I was so unbelievably proud, was that the kids doing our program, the 80,000 kids during COVID, no increase in depression, no increase in anxiety. In fact, in 2020, feelings of hope and life satisfaction actually went up, which still blows my mind completely. But so there's tangible results. There's evidence that it works, which is really nice, because it's such an easy thing to do, the practice of gratitude, the ability to pay attention to what you've got, not worry about what you don't have. And we struggle with that so much in Australia. We all worry about things. If I had a better car, if I had that house, if I got that promotion, then I feel happy. That's not how happiness works. It comes from paying attention to what you already have.
Wow. Well,
Hugh,
Hugh,
thank
amazing. And you've got a new Amazon special, GEM or GEM. How do we pronounce that, Hugh?
Well, it's Gem. It's definitely Gem. But my worry is that people are going to go, because it says Hugh Van Cuylenburg Gem. I'm worried people think I'm saying I'm a gem.
Hugh, you are our gem. Hugh Van Cuylenburg, thank you for joining.
Very kind.
Check out the special streaming on Prime Video now. Thank you, Hugh.
Thank you, guys. Thanks so much.